Hey y'all. So I know I said I wasn't gonna have a video until week 2, but you know what? I was thinking about it and I was thinking about how important it is for you guys to see me during week 1 if you can't make it to the Google meetups, or to have a lesson that looks like the ones we have in class, or to have a lesson that looks like something that I would actually give you in class, or that has, that personal touch is really important. So I couldn't let this one go. I had to remake the entire lesson, and I had to redo the video. I just had to. So this is what you get. I'm here. And so let's get started. Let's do it. Today is going to be, I simplified the lesson a lot. That's another thing, is I just really simplified it. I took out the steps that you don't need. I took out some of the slides that were really wordy, and I just kind of redid it in a way that I feel is best for my students to navigate, in a way that I feel is user-friendly and modern, and that's gonna work for y'all after getting the concerns that I did from a lot of you who reached out during email or during the meetup. I really appreciate your feedback, because otherwise I would have never known. So please keep telling me what you think. If you think, it's bad or good or whatever, just keep reaching out and telling me how you feel, because there's really no reason to stress, okay? It's already assessment day, and don't worry, it's gonna be real simple. Don't worry. I'm going to walk you through every step of the way during the meetup, and if you can't make it, I made the slides really accessible to everyone, okay? So I really did hear you out when you guys reached out to me, and I really appreciate it. Okay, second thing, we're going to have a Google Meetup every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday at 9:15 a.m. from now on. So I will be available from 9:15 to 10:45. I also have office hours Monday, Wednesday, Friday, pretty much all day long until 3 o'clock. So I'm just working as if I were at school, but I'm working from home. So I'm just working, so you can reach out. I'll have office hours like all day. I'm always checking my emails, so I'll get back to you within seconds. I promise. You could time me. Okay. And last thing I really wanted to say was, don't stress. Stop stressing. It's okay. It's gonna be okay. Reach out, okay? Reach out to me, reach out to your counselor. Everything is gonna be fine. There's plenty in the world to stress over right now, and ACPA, and also even the entire state of California, does not want you to beat yourself up over homework, okay? The grades that you get when you do work for my class can only help your grade. You're doing this to lift your grade. You're not doing this to hurt your grade, okay? I appreciate that y'all reached out to me with your concerns. I really do. Okay, now I'm gonna explain to you the do now. That was actually really disgusting. It's very cold. Okay, the do now. So the do now is really an opinion question, okay? How much do you know about the place you call home? What is its history? And then how does learning the background of a place in which you live change your perspective? Should its history matter to you? I'm not going to give you the answer for this, okay? This is your opinion, but I am going to give you my personal anecdote here. So, as you guys know, I'm from Buenos Aires, Argentina. If you guys don't know me, because yes, there are new people in the class. There's actually a lot of them. I didn't make that up, so don't come at me. First of all, welcome. Second of all, I'm from Buenos Aires. There's no penguins there, okay, guys? For those of you who, there are penguins, but they're not in the city, okay, for everyone who asked me that question. But I found out some history about my country that I really wasn't okay with. And I didn't know how to contend with that. Like, I found out, first of all, my grandfather was the chief of police when we had a police state. So I was like, oh. And I found out a lot of really concerning and problematic things just about the colonial history of my country, and, the disgusting just erasure of indigenous people that happened there. And I love my country. So when I found that out after, I was an adult, I couldn't believe it, because I had been so sheltered. Every time I go, I'm just so sheltered from other aspects of that country. And a lot of you who are from like countries that are a little bit poorer, you'll know that like you have to be sheltered away sometimes, and it's not a good feeling when you're an American and you're visiting your country and you feel kind of like privileged. You feel incredibly privileged, okay? So when I found out about this, I was really hurt and I was really upset. So I wrote my entire thesis in college about contending with the history of my country and sort of demystifying the Argentina that I thought I knew. And it was actually really beautiful. So my answer to this question would be yes, learning the background of the place you live, learning the history is really important. Imagine living in America and not knowing about slavery, right? It's really important. That's my opinion. You guys have posted so many incredible opinions so far on Google Classroom about, home, that I think you guys got this, okay? So that's the do now. Leave it in a comment. Leave it in the assignment section on Google Classroom. Leave it wherever you want on Google Classroom. I will find it, okay? Just the way you've been doing it is actually great. Okay, then we're going to go through the objective. We're going to go through the agenda. You're going to keep scrolling and you're going to read the article, read the text. The text is called A Changing World, Voices of the Period. It will look really familiar if you have ELA 12 because we always do these little pieces about the historical context. Except so far we've been doing like 1600s, 1800s, and now we're actually doing the 60s. Fun. So 60s will be a little bit funner, a little bit different than what we've been doing. So read that whole thing. During our meetup, we will also read it together, okay? But if you're not able to make it to the meetup, read it on your own, okay? It is on page 11 in the PDF that I posted on Google Classroom, page 11, okay? Then if you go on the Realize Reader, which you should, I think you should, keep trying to figure it out. I will keep going through it in the meetup. It will be under the whole group learning tab, okay? If you still don't understand that, don't worry, we'll go through it, okay? So you're basically just going to read, and after you finish reading, you're going to do an exit ticket. And that's it for today, you guys. It's Friday. I want you to enjoy your Friday in quarantine and chill, okay? And I really want this to start becoming accessible to you, and that's why I'm just gonna step in and make it right, okay? Bye, you guys.